Hey everybody, Hank with Outer Rim Travels here. Welcome to the beautiful Disney Dream. It's been quite a while since I've been on this ship. Actually, December 2022. That's right. Mama Otero and I were here for a very maritime cruise. Loved it so much. This is her favorite ship, actually. This is a little different, as you can see behind me. It's a Marvel Day at Sea cruise. We did experience that back in 2020, just right before that kind of global pandemic situation. So this will be really different, thank goodness. We are stopping in Nassau. May get down for a little bit, walk around, check out the port area, grab a beer or something. But the really exciting part is this sailing stops at both Disney Castaway Cay and Disney Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. What? Yeah, that's kind of been my dream, really, to sail both Disney's islands in one sailing. So super excited about that. Join us. We're going to, explore the ship, the entertainment. I'm going to share all that stuff with you. I'll have an additional video with a cruise ship tour, as always. But the foods, some would say that's why I cruise, to eat, and not just chicken nuggets. We will be dining at Palo. So I'll get to show you guys that. Anyway, please hang out with us for the, next however long this video ends up being. And let's enjoy Disney Cruise Line. It's my favorite. Shh.
There's just nothing like walking on board and being introduced by the crew.
Disney Dream, please welcome aboard Hank.
Thank you. It really does set the tone for a very special cruise ahead. After dealing with some dining issues, we went straight to Animator's Palate for lunch because you don't have to go to the buffet. You can pick a sit-down restaurant and have, a quiet, peaceful meal away from the crowds. We are at Animator's Palate. That's where they're serving lunch that we just boarded. And FYI, you can get double anything. So I love the beef empanada, so I asked them to give me 2. Check it out. Yeah, those are really good. I always get my salmon salad to start, and of course the carrot cake on day 1. So we were noticing that the carpeting has been changed. Before, the globe had little pictures of these ships, but with the fleet growing at an impressive rate, now they've got little stars representing each Disney theme park. How cool is that? So here's our cabin, 8536. And as you walk in, you've got the best feature on the Disney cruise ship, the split bathroom. Here's your sink and toilet. And on the other side, you've got your sink and a full shower with tub, which is fantastic for little ones. Off on this side, you've got your very comfortable queen-size bed. And my very last gold lanyard. This was cruise number 10 for me. I'm officially platinum. This little couch opens up, becomes a bed. And of course, the veranda. There's really nothing like waking up early in the morning and having your coffee and breakfast outside, just enjoying the fresh ocean air. I love it. There you go. That's my quick cabin tour for you. All right, we're heading up to the sail away party. Let's go check it out. Come on. Each Disney cruise ship has its own unique sail away show. I'm mostly used to the one on the Magic because I've sailed aboard the Magic 5 times. This was my 3rd time aboard the Disney Dream, so I've seen this one quite a bit. But I've got to say, I really enjoyed the one on the Disney Wish. Looking forward to checking that one out again. Hopefully a little later this year. And that's the sound of the start of your vacation. How exciting! Disney definitely knows how to set the right tone to get things going. Here's a quick shot of the pier terminal. Believe it or not, this is only my 2nd time sailing out of Port Everglades. I used to sail with Disney out of Miami all the time. So the evening's show was the Golden Mickeys, but first we had to make our way over to dinner. And night one was at Enchanted Garden, which is located deck 2 aft. Here's a quick shot of the menu. Really, I'm just here for the ahi tuna and avocado tower. Dinner at Enchanted Garden was fantastic. I tried the sea bass, which I've never had, and I really liked it with the risotto. It's delicious. The ahi tuna avocado tower is a classic and definitely one of my favorites. And then, I had the spinach salad, which I'm glad I did have finally. Was almost gonna skip it. Dessert wasn't my favorite. It was some kind of raspberry lemon type thing, and I'm not a huge fan of like lemon meringue, so that didn't work for me. But probably go pool deck and grab an ice cream. After dinner, we made our way over to the Walt Disney Theater for the very first production show, which was the Golden Mickeys. Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times now. It's very cute. Disney does not allow you to film their shows, so I just got a quick shot of the theater for you. Then, when we returned to our cabin, we had our first tau animal. Yep, day one was over in the blink of an eye. Good morning from Nassau. Exhausting day yesterday. Embarkation day is really the most tiring. You're kind of running around, and since this was a kind of last minute booking, we had to go kind of work on our dining. We had the late dining, we needed early dining, and kind of rearrange our Palo. So tons going on yesterday. I am the worst vlogger ever on day one, I admit it. But cool tour of the ship coming up on the channel, so you should enjoy that. We're going to get off for a little while, not really explore all of Nassau. As you know, if you've watched the channel, I come here a ton. So it's more about the Disney Islands. Castaway Cay tomorrow, and then Lookout Cay the following day. Super excited to go back to Lookout Cay. Heading out to breakfast, we'll show you what we're gonna have. Typical, Disney Cruise Line breakfast, downstairs, deck 3 at the Royal Palace. Join us, come on. Here's a quick peek at the breakfast menu. And I had to bring my Café Bustelo so that I could make my own little, Cuban coffee in the mornings. I just asked them for hot milk. I've always been curious about the peanut butter and jelly typhoon, so I'm gonna try it today. Let's see. It's on the kiddie menu, but I'm a big kid. What are you gonna do? Let's see what it looks like. It really was surprisingly good, but I wouldn't eat it more than once on a cruise. Too sweet. Lee had a nice healthy omelet. And of course, some Mickey waffles. Up at the pool deck, we saw the Utopia of the Seas docked next to us. I'm hoping to get in a cruise on Utopia this year. And then we got down for just a quick walk through Nassau. Didn't really leave the port area. Here you've got all these little shops with vendors, selling their goodies. Lots of cute stuff, actually. Well, we came down to Nassau, and all I grabbed was a Starbucks. Love it. Vanilla bean. Gotta do it. Just gonna walk into the little shops here. Check it out. Then heading back to the ship. I think we missed Disney Cruise Line trivia. Boo. And here we are making our way back to the cruise ship. The Bahamas really did make an investment after the pandemic to put all of this together. I don't remember any of this being there prior to the pandemic situation. It's actually really pleasant, and it makes you want to get down from the ship versus just, hanging out on board. Here we are back on the ship at the pool deck. Didn't spend much time in Nassau at all, just enough to walk around the port area a little bit and grab a Starbucks. Had to have that Frappuccino. But then we wanted to come back. Gotta have my chicken tenders, chicken tenders and a couple of slices of pizza. I think this is it because tonight we've got Palo, so don't want to stuff myself too much. After lunch, we went to a Marvel meet and greet where we got to chat a little with Iron Man. There he is. And of course, get our picture taken with him. Cool. Across from him was Spidey. So we got to meet him and take a picture as well. Before long, it was time for dinner at Palo. And I always let my guests know not to worry too much if they're unable to book. You know, in the app, they always have availability. They just don't want to crowd the restaurant. So they release a limited amount, online. Once on board the ship, guest services should be able to get you booked. And if you haven't tried Palo in the past, I cannot recommend it enough. Definitely worth the additional charge. Here's a quick peek at the menu. We pretty much knew what we wanted for dinner because you can check and these menus are available in the app as well. So they start you off with that yummy gnocchi. I had the buffalo mozzarella. And over here is your bread service, which is phenomenal, by the way. Next, we had our salads. Lee went for the baby arugula, and I had my mesclun salad. It's my favorite. The two of us went with the 6-ounce grilled choice Angus beef tenderloin, which is to die for, you guys. And yes, I was celebrating my birthday. What better way to celebrate than with that chocolate souffle? Yeah, it is sensational, you guys, seriously. If you have not dined at Palo yet, you just have no idea what you're missing, honestly. Next Disney cruise, definitely give it a try. If you've got the kiddos with you, go ahead and leave them at the kids club and treat yourself to dinner at Palo.
We just got done at Palo, and as always, it was fantastic. Lee says it was probably the best meal he's had on a cruise ship.
There's no doubt.
Really? Yep, he says no doubt. Best meal he's had on a cruise ship, so good to hear. So it's not just me.
After dinner, it was time for the Pirates festivities. Because yes, on these special Marvel cruises, you do get 2 fireworks shows.
They're getting ready for the Pirates Night fireworks. This is so crowded on deck 11. Probably go up to 12 because, on these ships, they do launch the fireworks from the starboard side. So we're gonna probably head up there to 12. All right, let's go.
Everyone, let's hear it for Captain John Palo! Oh, thank you. Now, who amongst all of you would like to see something a little more flashy?
Flashy is a good word.
It's a fire for me. Oh, everyone, let's say it all together.
A pirate's life for me. By the way, did you know that to this day, Disney Cruise Line is the only line with fireworks at sea? That's right. And as I mentioned earlier, on these special Marvel cruises, or the themed cruises, sometimes you do get 2 fireworks shows. Davy Jones was waiting for us back at our cabin.
We're back here at Castaway Cay. I think the plan is to jump on a bike. I don't know if Lee is gonna go into the lagoon finally. I think the water's gonna be freezing. But we're gonna hop on a bike, go out to the little observation tower, check out the island from there. Awesome shot for the vlog. And then probably hit Serenity Bay for the ribeye. It's been a while. Mama Otero had the ribeye at Lookout Cay, and I didn't that time. Not sure why. Maybe it was just too much stuff to try on that very first trip. But Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point tomorrow. For now, we're here at Castaway Cay. Super excited. It's been a while. Here, let's check out the ship.
We stopped by the post office so Lee could mail some postcards to his girls back home. And you get stamps on board the ship, by the way. Here's the Castaway Club fence for Pearl members with 50 or more cruises under their belts.
So of course you can take a tram into the family beaches and into the island, but it's a little walk. So we're just walking over from the ship. We're gonna walk over to the family beach and go into Scuttle's Cove because they have an open house. So before they get started with all the activities for the day with the kids, we can visit in there. Here's what I'm seeing.
The trams are great, but it's just so cool to walk onto the island.
Welcome to Scuttle's Cove.
Thank you.
Over here on this side, you've got the restrooms for the kiddos. Really nice. And then you're going to pass several play areas on your way over to Monstro Point. There it is. And as you head inside, you're going to see plenty of little play areas with the whale boneyard over there at the other end. You know, so kids can pretend to excavate and dig up whale fossils. Fun stuff. That's pretty cool. They've got a little splash zone over here as well. And once we left Scuttle's Cove, we came across Donald over at Mount Rustmore doing his meet and greet. Yeah, there he is. #1 duck. Here's the official map of the island. And then from there, we went over to Pelican Point. Not really to swim because the water was freezing, but just to check it out. They've got a couple of slides and that giant splash bucket. Next up, it was time to grab our bike rental. But first we did swing by Spring-a-Leak so I could show you guys this little splash zone area for the kids.
Here we are at Spring-a-Leak. This is the little, water play area for the smallest cruisers. I know that my niece and nephew absolutely loved it. Just you could hang out here all day. It's so refreshing, so cute. Definitely bring your kids by. I am about to hop on my bike, hopefully don't kill myself, and we're gonna head out to that little platform, that overlook where you can check out the whole island. Let's go, come on.
I thought I was gonna eat it because it's not easy to ride bike and film yourself at the same time.
All right, we've arrived here at the overlook. I don't know what they call this little viewing tower. Gonna climb up there and check out the view. Should be able to see the ship from here. Let's head on in. Oh my goodness, here we go.
Check out that view.
There's the ship.
We spied this little outhouse from up there on the tower. Not sure what that's all about. Then we hopped on our bikes to go grab some lunch.
We made it over to Serenity Bay. They are preparing the food, fat steak, but they said that I can walk through and kind of film a little. So let's head over there, come on.
They were just preparing the barbecue and most things were covered up, but you take a little walk around the space. This is where you pick up your steak on this side. And then off on this side, you've got some fresh fruits. Here is what I had for lunch, starting with barbecue chips. That macaroni salad is the best. Ribs and corn and my steak.
So we just had our lunch here at Serenity Bay at Castaway Cay, and the food was good. Lee, what'd you think of yours?
I had the steak that his mom is telling me about all the time, and it was fantastic. Well done, fresh off the grill. I loved it.
Okay, but mine was a little fatty. I don't know why. It was well done. I mean, it was well cooked, but it had a lot of fat around the edges. So I ended up kind of trimming that and ended up with a tiny little bit of steak. But I mean, it didn't taste bad. It was good. And we had the ribs. Again, my ribs are a little fatty. Yours?
Chicken was better.
Chicken, I didn't have the chicken, but I'm probably gonna have a burger before we leave this island. So out of 5 stars, I'm gonna give it today 3 for me.
Yeah, 3.5.
There's no halves.
It was okay.
It was okay. I think I've had better meals here. I'm looking forward to Lookout Cay because totally different menu over there, and they have the crispy chicken sandwich.
Yep, our Castaway Cay day just flew by. Here's some Disney trivia for you. Recognize any of these names? See you later. I mean, hopefully later this year.
So we had an awesome day over here at Castaway Cay. I wanted to address something that kind of comes up over and over because, I do have guests that cruise quite a bit and they tell me, and it's happened more than once, but why would I pay so much for a Disney cruise when I can go for half, at Royal Caribbean? And this is not to knock any of the cruise brands. Love Royal Caribbean. I worked with them for about a decade. Phenomenal product. But I don't think that Disney competes necessarily with Royal Caribbean or the cruise lines. To me, Disney really is competing with themselves. So as someone that deals with hundreds of reservations, for Disneyland in California, Walt Disney World, and things like that, I see the numbers, so I know that they are pricing these cruises along the lines of the theme parks. So, for a family of 4, if you stay at the Contemporary, Polynesian, or Grand Floridian, sometimes those prices can eclipse a Disney cruise. So yes, while Royal Caribbean, has very decent prices and a phenomenal product, it's very different. Disney, if you're a fan of Disney and you love the worlds of Disney and that whimsy of just walking through the atrium and seeing Mickey and Minnie and the princesses and all the Marvel heroes that are walking throughout the ship on this particular cruise, that's what it's all about. That's what you're paying for. So if you find value in that, really, you can't compare it to other cruise lines. Love Royal, I sailed on Utopia and Allure of the Seas last year, had a ball. Celebrity, phenomenal. The foods are fantastic. And you guys know, Virgin Voyages, love it. Cannot wait to cruise on Virgin again later this year. But Disney really is its own thing. So to those folks that say, well, I can sail for half, with this brand, trust me, it's not about that. They're not in the business of competing with the other cruise lines. They're competing with themselves. So you are paying, for a premium Disney product, and boy, do they deliver. All right, so we've got dinner. Tonight is French night. Gotta have those escargots. I'm gonna show you dinner at the Royal Palace tonight.
Let's take a quick walk through Royal Palace. And if you're curious about the rest of the Disney dream, look for my ship tour right here on my channel. Okay, let's check out what we had for dinner, starting with the bread service, which was fantastic. There are my favorite escargot and the French onion soup. Here is the salad and my salmon, which was delicious, by the way. Lee tried the pasta with lobster and wasn't impressed. And then the samosas were a special treat. Here's the creme brulee, which can be hit or miss, but Mickey ice cream bar is always a win. I also got a little birthday treat as well. Well, dinner at Royal Palace was phenomenal, as always. Gotta love Gaston's escargot and that French onion soup. Even though I have noticed that the bowls have gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. Still delicious though. But I'd like to point out that those samosas, the Indian samosas, are only available on Pirate Night. And last night we dined at Palo. So I happened to mention, no, I'm gonna miss my favorite samosas. And today they brought them over, for dinner. So we didn't have to actually miss it. So that's the kind of tiny little detail that's so important and really makes Disney stand out, in the cruise line industry. That's attention to detail. They take notes, they remember, and, they remember the things you like to drink and things like that. But in conversation, something like, oh, I'm going to miss the samosas. Boom, you've got it here at dinner the following evening. Wonderful. So tonight's meal and that salmon, delicious. 5 out of 5 stars for Royal Palace. The show that evening was Beauty and the Beast, and of course we are not allowed to record it, but it is definitely my favorite of all the Broadway-style shows aboard any Disney cruise ship. Here was our towel animal for the night. And before we knew it, we're already on day 4, arriving at Disney Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. Good morning from Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. We're back! Can't believe it's been 7 months since the island opened and we were here last. We are about to take the long walk across the bridge. Let's see if Lee's excited.
Ooh, so excited. We just started our journey on the long bridge. Let's see how long it takes to get across.
It'll take me a year. Check it out. This is what we're looking at. Looks pretty intimidating, doesn't it? No? It's really not that bad. It was tough because I was pushing a wheelchair in the heat. It was later in the day, too. The first time we came over. Actually, it's a nice walk today. It's not hot, which I think makes all the difference. Last time it was really hot. I think it was about 10:30-ish, almost 11 last time. Here's a quick look back at the ship. And I don't recall these lines painted to divide, the walkway from where the little golf carts go. But nice addition, Disney. Here we are. Welcome. Hey, we just passed security and we've got behind us where you charter the boats for the excursions. And then off on this side, we've got mangroves and go. This time I am gonna try the drink, which I didn't try last time. Got a little map on this side, directory of the island. See it right there. Tells you where everything is. Here's the security checkpoint. Got a little gift shop right over here. Isn't that cute? So on the way in or on the way out, it's the first and last chance stand. You've got the little bags here. Good morning. With your water. And over on this side, you have the trams. We're about to hop on the tram. Here we go. We're on the tram. Last time it clocked in at about 10 minutes, I guess. It was about a 10-minute ride. So it took us, 12, 15 minutes to walk the bridge. All right, we're here, and Lee actually timed it, so let's check it out. So, they've definitely got it down. So what was the total time, Lee? About 20 minutes instead of 30, right? So as you come off the tram, you're gonna see the little carts for the kids right here. They have them also by the ship, so the kids don't have to walk the bridge, but check them out. There you go. So let's head in. You've got guest services right here. Then on the right, you have
the bicycle rentals. See that over here? And of course, Disney Tings, your Disney merch shop. We'll go in there a little later. I'd like to head over to Sebastian's Cove. They've got an open house for adults, so we can walk through there real quick.
I don't remember seeing that sign last year. But of course, as the months, move along, Disney will continue to work on and improve this new island. It's so pretty.
Here we are, back at Sebastian's Cove for open house before the kiddos get over here. Let's visit our pal Sebastian. It's over here. Check him out. Hey, Sebastian. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that one almost got me.
Here's a little play area over here. The kids can play in the sand. How amazing is this area, you guys? And then a cast member was explaining to me if the kids get hungry, they have a little food area right on this side. So let's walk over there. Here you go. Yeah, this play zone is wonderful. You can drop the kids here completely confidently that they're gonna have a wonderful day and they're in good hands while you go over to Serenity Bay to have the steak. I don't know if we're gonna have steak again, but definitely the chicken sandwich here. Anyway, hope you enjoyed peek at Sebastian's Cove. Think we're gonna hit the nature trail. See if Lee wants to do that. Let's head out that way.
Okay, let's do this. This is the first station that we came across, Land Crab. And then we ran into the Money Bat Moth. Nice.
It's already starting to get a little hot, right?
Yep, there's something up there. That's the circle that was on the map.
So you know the map? You have the map memorized?
The yellow road map. Yes, I did.
The actual trail. Okay, cool. I'll follow you.
Next up was the curly-tailed lizard. There it is. Then over on this side, you've got a water dispenser there and a garbage can right next to it.
Let's keep going. Who do we have here? That's the Queen Conch. You ain't never met a conch like this. Another sign over here. The Great Lizard Cuckoo. There it is. They can fly, they can fly, they can fly. So we've got a path that way or this way. Kind of a fork in the road. I think we're gonna head this way. I have a feeling the lighthouse is on this side.
We walked a little further and came across this sign for the limestone cliffs. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's beautiful. Lee just had to climb it for some reason. And I said, where are you going? He said, for a picture. There you go. It's actually pretty cool that we've been friends since the 3rd grade. Can you imagine? Wow, just look at this, you guys. Is that amazing or what? The views up here are definitely unmatched. From this shot, you can see in the far distance where the beach resort is, back there. And then here you've got the lighthouse, there in the center. And off to the left, you can even see the ship. There's the Disney Dream. We finally came across the lighthouse, though I'm not sure we took the actual path. But hey, we found it regardless. There it is up there. Very cool. It's not exactly what you picture when you think of a lighthouse, is it? And you can't actually go inside, unfortunately, but hey, we found it.
Well, we did the nature trail and even kind of stepped off the beaten path a little bit, and so worth it, you guys. The views are mind-blowing, just so beautiful, as you've seen, in some of my shots. Up at the highest little cliff, you can see all of where the, true barbecue and dining area is and all that. And you pan across to the lighthouse here behind me. And a little further, you even see the ship from up here. So glad we were able to do this. Last time, I didn't get to explore any of this. It was the first day, granted. So I don't think this trail was even ready at that time. But highly recommend it. Do the quick little nature trail first thing, so it's not too hot. It's only 10:25 right now. Starting to feel a little hotter, but it's not too bad. Take the little trail, come off the beaten path, and just take in the views. It's breathtaking. You can definitely see the ship and get some amazing photos from up here. Well, we are officially the hardcore hikers. There's 2 paths. So you're gonna find one that has, water and garbage cans and things along the way. And then you're gonna find this path that Lee brought me on. That's the long way around. And all you see are the trash cans and recycles. No freaking water. There's no water on this side. So, we hear the music. We know we're getting close, but I think I'd rather take the other side.
It was still pretty early, but after that hike, I think I earned myself a drink. So we came over to the first little bar we found. Let's walk over this way. And here is the menu. So I had to try the Eleuthera Euphoria. There it is. It's a little full. I had to take a sip of the rum first. But man, was it delicious. I don't know if I was just dehydrated or what, but probably the best drink I've had in a long time. Here's a quick spin around the back area of that bar. Then we made our way over to the Play Pavillion, where some of our pals were about to perform. There they are. Totally missed this the first time around, but glad we were able to check it out on this trip. There really is a lot for the kids to do on this island. From there, we went over to the Goombay Cultural Center to check out the Junkanoo presentation. It was super cute seeing Minnie and Mickey perform along with the local Junkanoo folks. See how cute they are? I believe this performance takes place twice a day, so don't miss it. And from there, we went to grab some lunch. Well, we had our lunch over here at True 2 Barbecue, and everything was pretty good. I had the salmon, I liked it.
The chicken sandwich was okay. I mean, mine was cold, but it tasted good. Then we also had the Bahamian pigeon peas and rice, which was good. Had little chunks of chicken in there. And the ribs, a little fatty. But, I mean, overall, I think I liked the food here even better than over at Castaway. Let's see what Lee thought.
Definitely the food was better here.
Okay.
Had fried yuca sticks that were fantastic. My chicken sandwich was all right, but the barbecue chicken was yummy. So come here, and if you can, no kids, Serenity Bay. It's way quieter.
That's right. They had a live band. Yeah, very, very nice vibe and definitely quieter, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so 5 stars?
5 for me. It was good.
Same here. All right, we're heading over to see if we can grab a picture with number 1 duck.
The number 1 duck. We'll see if we get him.
There he is. We had already taken our photo with him back on Castaway Cay, so wanted to also take a shot at Lookout Cay. Number 1. We swung by Rush Out, Gush Out, the water play area. I was not able to get on there last time, so wanted to check it out. It's pretty nice. And last time I did show the Disney Things shop, so this time I wanted to highlight Treasures of Eleuthera, which is artwork by local artisans. So if you have a chance and you like this stuff, you will be supporting the local economy there at Eleuthera. So really pretty stuff. Of course, if you want to check out the Disney merch, just go back to my video from last year for Lookout Cay. It's all in there.
All right, our time here at Lookout Cay's come to an end. I feel like we had a really productive day, though. Back when we came last year, it was brand new. We got on the island a little late and, kind of exploring, didn't have a chance to see all the characters, things like that. Definitely made up for it, especially with that nature trail. Saw all the characters, did some meet and greets. So I'm happy. I'm leaving happy. Hopefully, can come back here in a few months. That would be nice. And if not, definitely had a wonderful day here at the island. Now we're hopping on the tram, heading back to the ship.
I don't know if I've already grown used to the walk, but the bridge didn't seem that bad to me this time around.
Okay, we are back at the ship, and Lee is gonna give us our time. So what was the total?
Total was 19 minutes.
19 minutes.
From the tram all the way down.
Let me flip it over.
Not bad. I'm pretty sure it was a half hour last year. Hey, we met up with Mickey for a quick photo op. I've said it before, Animator's Palate is not one of my favorite menus, but Lee enjoyed the tomato tart. I had the baked potato and cheddar cheese soup and the chicken and walnut salad, which is really nice. But the black truffle pasta is the real MVP. Lee enjoyed his chicken, and I had chicken tenders because, hey, why not? We kind of hurried out of the dining room so that we would not miss the Marvel Day at Sea show. So it's Mickey and his pals all dressed up, kind of like our favorite Marvel characters. And each of them had a kind of dance, which was really cute. So toward the end, you put all those moves together, and it was the entire choreography of the show. It was really fun. Even Chip and Dale got in on the action. Perfect that they were Loki and Thor. And here's everybody assembled. Yeah, too cute. Later that evening, we went to the Doctor Strange show, which unfortunately I cannot record, but it was pretty neat. Then we made our way back to the cabin to find Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Pretty cool, huh?
Welcome, everyone. It looks like Tony Stark has prepared quite a party for you. You just enjoy yourselves. And don't worry about a thing, because it looks like smooth sailing.
It's so nice to see they still use that Stan Lee footage. Same as back when we saw it in 2020. The show was very, very different though. This particular show involved the multiverse and kind of traveling through time. This was a lot to take in, and characters kept coming out of nowhere. We had characters on stage, floating up in wires and up on the smokestacks. Yeah, it was a lot to take in. You even had these deck battles that took place on the giant funnel vision screen. You know, it's the only way they can do those special effects. And of course, Spider-Man showed up. There he is. And after another fireworks show, all the heroes assembled on stage. Check this out. There were so many of them. It's fantastic. The Guardians of the Galaxy closed out the show with one last little dance. There's Groot. Yeah, too funny. The Marvel Day at Sea cruises are very limited and usually take place between January and March. So, book those as soon as they become available. It's a total blast. Wow, it's already our last day, our day at sea. And we kicked it off at Cabanas because sea days are special, and you'll see why in a minute. But check out the times of the Disney parks all around the world, including there's Disneyland Paris. Have you ever tried one of these? Good morning, we're here in Cabanas, and today's our sea day. So, tip for you, because I know everyone always wonders, Mickey Churro waffles only available on sea days. That's when they put them out. So, know that you'll be dining at Cabanas for your Mickey waffles on your sea day. So this is what my food looks like. Check it out. Yeah, they are so good, you guys. And I also had my egg white omelet. We spent the day taking part in different activities and actually won trivia. Then did a few meet and greets. Here's me with Ant-Man and the Wasp. And we met Black Panther. And then we went over to try our hand at some arts and crafts. And they had us cut out a mask of the Hulk. Pretty cool. So just quick tip for you. If the pizza on the pool deck looks a little undercooked, have them bake it for you again. So I asked, entire pizza. I asked them, can you make it a little crispy, and they put it in another 5 minutes and it came out nice and toasty. Like this, how you're checking it out right now. Anyway, was delicious. Loved it. We just wanted to have a quick lunch at the pool deck and then have our full meal tonight. By this point, you've eaten so much, you're done eating. Even I'm done eating. Our final meal was the Marvel Day at Sea menu. We started off with this marble bread, and actually it was pretty good. I had the mushroom soup. There it is. And these chicken skewers that were supposed to be from Wakanda. We just got done with dinner, second time, over here at Enchanted Garden, and the appetizers were all right. I liked the mushroom bisque and those little chicken skewers that we had. Usually I don't go with the pasta, and I can say I'll probably stick with that because I didn't really enjoy them this time around. We tried 3 different pastas, the spaghetti and meatballs, then we had the gnocchi, as well as the noodles. I will say, it was Marvel themed, so didn't love any of those. I guess if I had to pick, I'd probably go with the noodles, surprisingly. Even our waiter was like, really? Out of those 3, the gnocchi's so popular, but
didn't really taste, they were spongy. They didn't really taste like gnocchi, so didn't love them. The dessert, yes, that little apple pie type tart was delicious. So for night 2, I would probably give Enchanted Garden a 2, unfortunately. And I may shy away from pastas in the future. I usually tend to go for the fish and chicken and stuff like that. Definitely the steaks at Palo and the pasta over there, whole other story. But yeah, there you go.
When you return to your stateroom and realize the tags are on the bed, reality hits that the cruise is over. So of course, we have to say goodbye to Mickey and his pals. And that final show always just gets me and makes you want to book your next cruise. Here's our final towel animal. The next morning, we went straight to Cove Cafe to pick up our free coffee. You buy 5, you get 1 free. Here are our final coffees aboard the Disney Dream.
And just like that, another cruise has come and gone. I say it every single time, but man, these cruises just fly by. It's so sad on that last day, you don't want to leave. But at least we're kind of excited for the next one. We've been talking about doing Disney Cruise Line one more time this year. So let's see where we can fit it in throughout the year. I hope you enjoyed, checking out the Disney Dream, the islands, both Castaway Cay and Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. I feel like I did so much this time at Lookout Cay, from the hiking and checking out all the character interactions. Such a fun time. As you guys know, can't recommend Disney Cruise Line enough. When you're ready to plan your vacation, please feel free to reach out. That's what I'm here for. Guide you along, throughout the process, send you the important date reminders, when final payment is due, when you book your onboard activities, little things like that normally, you might forget or skip a date. I stay on top of all that stuff for you, so you don't have to worry about it. All you've got to do is pack your stuff and go cruising. Anyway, had a wonderful week, and now I gotta pack for the next one. We leave to Paris in just a few days, so stay tuned for all the vlogs from Disneyland Paris and regular Paris. We're not gonna go all the way out there and not see the Eiffel Tower, the Arc, the Louvre, so we got some nice plans coming up. Thank you as always so much. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. So much cool stuff coming up. As always, have an out of this world day. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.